This is the Unofficial Ultrasabers gift giving guide. It's unofficial because I am not Ultrasabers. So take everything in this video for what it's worth, which is, well, I don't know. It's worth as much as you want it to be. But in this video I'm going to talk about several things. I'm going to talk about different hilt options you can look at, hilt models, accessories, sales and discounts, and finally your presentation at the end. So with gifts, presentation is usually a bit more significant than if you're purchasing something for yourself. So you may want to get a saber bag or a saber box to put the lightsaber in at the very end. And by the way, neither of these are from Ultrasabers. You would have to purchase these elsewhere. Let's get started with hilt options though. So one of the most significant decisions you'll need to make first is whether you're going to purchase a sound or a no sound saber. No sound sabers are significantly cheaper than sound sabers, but they don't have sound. So they just light up. They still look really cool, especially in the dark, but some people really want to have sound. So in that case, well, gotta go the sound route. Next thing you'll be looking for is the LED color. So standard LED colors would be Guardian Blue, Concealer Green, and Blazing Red, but Ultrasabers does have a variety of other color options. And some of them, well, the other ones will cost extra typically, so that can change your price a little bit. And also, if you decide to get a mystery box saber, which I'm going to talk about more a little later, you can't choose a color at all with that. So that might be a deal breaker for you if you know somebody would want a specific color. Next thing you'd look at is blade length. So smaller children, you probably want like a 24-inch blade because they're shorter. 24 inches, that's 2 feet, that's pretty long. Standard blade size is 32 to 36 inches. That would be more for adults or kind of older children. Then after that, you have to decide if you want a CoverTech wheel. So a CoverTech wheel I don't have on these Ultrasabers hilts. CoverTech wheel looks like this. This is a Saberforge hilt actually. And it allows you to wear your lightsaber. So that's one of your purchasing options, but again, if you get a mystery box saber, you're not able to add that onto the hilt. So you'd have to get one of the other sabers. Now since I've been talking about mystery box sabers, I guess let's dive into hilt models now. So a nice model for kids would be, well, any of the Initiate and Apprentice models, just simply because they're smaller. The Apprentice V2 models from Ultrasabers, they're the shortest in length, and they have the lowest diameter to the hilt, so it's nicer, for a kid to handle. And the Apprentice models are also still a bit small, and they're a little bit larger than the Initiate V2, but still kind of a nice size for kids. And the Initiate and Apprentice hilts come standard with the 24-inch blade as well, so that would be a good match for kids. Another thing you might consider, and this would be either for kids or adults, would be a grab bag, an Ultrasabers grab bag saber. Those run for $70, and a nice thing about it is you can select the LED color, and it costs though, so it's $70 if you get a random LED color, but if you want to choose a color, that'll cost you an extra $5 to $12 depending on the color. So if you get one of the basic colors, it would be $5. The other colors, some of them, it could be up to $10 or up to $12 rather. Grab bag saber works, you get a kind of semi-random saber hilt, and they come standard with a 36-inch blade. So if you do want a shorter blade, what you'd want to do is remove the blade from the order. You're able to do that, and then go into the blade section of the store and either purchase a 24-inch blade outright or get a random Initiate grab bag blade. And those are only $5, so you could actually save a little bit of money by doing that. Another good option for a gift is the mystery box saber. So there are two types of mystery box sabers. There's the standard mystery box saber and the guaranteed sound mystery box saber. So if you're looking at the sound route, the $200 one is right up your alley. There's a slight chance you could get a sound saber for $75, but it's not super common. Some things to consider with mystery box sabers are the fact that you can't pay extra to get the LED color. So you're going to end up with a random LED color, and also you can't pay extra to add a cover tech wheel, which I referenced earlier. But you are able to select the blade length to whichever blade length that you want. Finally, one other route you may take is maybe somebody, the person you're buying the gift for, really wants something more like something that looks from the movie. So some of the Ultrasabers hilts are clearly modeled after the movie props, whether they legally should or not. Like the Graflex and the Chosen One sabers are modeled after the Anakin Skywalker saber and the Darth Vader saber. So that would be another common route to go. As far as sound sabers go, most of what I've talked about with hilt models are related to no sound sabers. As far as sound sabers go, apprentice models are pretty decent, relatively inexpensive for sound sabers. They run for $159.99 currently, and you can also just go with that $200 sound saber for mystery box as well. Those are some of the kind of lower end sound sabers, but relatively affordable. Now, let's get into accessories. So much to cover here, you guys. So if you got a cover tech wheel for your lightsaber hilt, then you're going to need to get a cover tech clip. Otherwise, what's the point? You have the cover tech wheel on your lightsaber, but you need the clip if you want to wear it. Another thing you may consider is getting a stand for your saber. So stand looks really nice if you want to display it, or someone wants to display it at home. Another thing that you would get, possibly, you don't have to, just like you don't have to get the stand, is a blade plug. So blade plug is something you install in the lightsaber when the blade is not in place, and it protects everyone's eyes from the bright LED, and it also looks kind of cool. So the blade plug and the stand and even the cover tech clip, you are able to purchase those items from other vendors. The blade plug and the stand would be different styles depending on who you're buying it from. Nearly everyone sells a cover tech clip that looks like this. I think they're all from the same manufacturer. Sales and discounts. So Ultrasabers runs a lot of sales. Usually their big sale is shown on their splash page on their website, and it'll often be like 10% off all sabers or 15% off all sound sabers, but it really depends. It's hard to know what sale they'll have going at any given moment. They also do something called flash sales, where they'll discount specific hilt models for maybe a few days, so very quick sale, and they'll advertise that on their Facebook page and in the email. Sometimes they'll also put it on the splash page of their website. And finally, there are the there's the deal of the day, and that's in a specific deal of the day website or section of the website. And usually the deal of the day discount is pretty low, whereas the flash sale will range from like 10 to 20% off certain hilt models. So that covers the sales. Finally, we're reaching the end, you guys. Man, I'm getting tired. Finally, let's talk a little about presentation. So Ultrasabers does sell a saber stand, but that's not maybe really what you're going for while you're giving something as a gift. A saber stand makes a saber look cool after the fact, but if you want to wow someone with the presentation when they're opening up their gift, you probably want to get something like a saber bag or a box. So this saber bag, again, neither of these are from Ultrasabers. This is from eBay, and this is from an eBay seller. So you can look for saber bags on eBay or other websites. And then over here, this is a lightsaber box. It's actually not a lightsaber specific box. I purchased this as a wine box, but it happens to work very well as a lightsaber box. So what you can do is you can just get the lightsaber you purchased from Ultrasabers, pop it in there, and then you just have a much nicer presentation. I mean, how cool is that, if someone's getting a lightsaber to open a box like this? It's just so much cooler than just like, bubble wrap rather, or something boring. Anyway, that was a lot to cover, you guys. I think that's about it. Those are just some things to consider if you want to purchase a lightsaber as a gift from Ultrasabers. I didn't cover every possible detail to look at, but I tried to cover some of the main ones all the way up to the gift presentation at the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to add in your thoughts in the comments section, different things I've missed or different suggestions you guys would have as well. It'll be valuable to me and others, I'm sure. Holidays are coming up. Happy holidays and happy Star Wars, because we have The Last Jedi coming out pretty soon. Getting excited. Anyway, that's it for now. This was the Unofficial Ultrasabers gift-giving guide.